Hi everybody, welcome to the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword walkthrough. This is Chapter 5, and I will be covering the second dungeon, the Earth Temple. So yeah, just a couple things in the beginning here. Sorry I haven't uploaded. I've been on break, and I haven't been able to record anything. This is recorded a while ago. And I have been enjoying my break. What can I say? But I'm going back to school next week, so uploads should be coming a little bit more consistently because I'll have my Wii U again. And I'm gonna try and start a new project. I know that's a bold move based on how often I upload now, but I'm gonna try and get better at it. And there's a certain game coming out this year that I want to do like the week after it comes out. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, yeah, I need to do a preliminary game in order to do that game. So, at least in my mind I do. So anyways, let's get to the actual walkthrough part, shall we? So, jump on the little floating platforms in the lava. Or I guess it's magma because it's below the volcano. And then you can use your magma mitts to dig around and in various places. Also, you can climb, as I did earlier in the video, you can climb and get a treasure chest with 20 rupees. There's also a magma over here who is missing his pal if you talk to him. So, you don't need to talk to him. He just says his partner's gone missing. But he gives you a little insight, and why not? We can keep him some company. He also tells us that he did see a weird-looking blonde girl, so that must be Zelda. If you don't remember, that's what we're here to do, is to find Zelda, because apparently she's here. So hop back across the floating platforms, the floating rocks, and hop up. Here, there are 3 little gears where you need to cut the rope. I guess the rope is holding them in place. I don't know why you would design the dungeon like this unless you're trying to lock yourself inside, but hey, this is a Zelda game. The first 2 can be cut with your sword. The last one is hanging by the drawbridge itself, so pull out your beetle and fly it and cut it. Then once you go across the bridge, you will meet a new enemy. These are Lizalfos. And one nice thing about Lizalfos is they seem really difficult, but there is a really easy way to beat them, and I'm going to try and help you through it. So, it has a shield, and you always want to slash away from the shield. It will dodge your first swing, and then you want to slash to where its shield isn't. I know it sounds complex, but it really isn't. You'll see me taking on, there's a bunch of these in this dungeon, I take on all of them I can, and they always drop lizard tails, which is really nice. You need 7 lizard tails in order to upgrade everything, and we'll be fine with lizard tails, possibly even by the end of the dungeon. But there are more Lizalfos in the game, and you can always exit and re-enter if you miss a lizard tail, like it falls in the lava or something. Anyways, now we need a way to cross the magma here, so go ahead and pull out either your slingshot or your beetle and hit one of the bomb flowers that is on that structure in the middle, which will release a ball. So this ball, we can use it to roll around in the magma, so that we don't have to touch the magma. And you want to head to the left side first. Over here you can pick up a bomb flower and toss it onto the rock. Watch out for the fire keys that will come by. Make sure before coming into this dungeon you have the iron shield, because you'll probably end up getting lit on fire at least once. There are also places to dig, so make sure you take advantage of that. Once you've thrown a bomb flower onto the platform that is going up and down with the magma, you can hop on it and open the treasure chest for a golden skull. I talked about these guys earlier, but just to let you know, we only need 4 of them to upgrade all the equipment in the game, and there are plenty of them, so if you don't want to get that treasure, you don't have to, but it's I mean, it's there. I would recommend it because it's not difficult to get at all. Next, take the ball north in this room, through the little gapped bridge area, and you can get off on the platform here and open up the chest. This chest contains a bluebird feather, which I showed you guys earlier in, I think it was the previous video, that we can get bird feathers and bluebird feathers pretty easily in Farron Woods, and the bluebird feathers are another rare treasure, but we only need 5 of them for the whole game, and there are a lot of chests that contain them, so again, it's another one that you can neglect, but I wouldn't because it's really easy to get. And some of the other chests later in the game are probably better to neglect. Also, make sure you're digging around to get rupees, because we're going to need rupees in the next chapter. The next chapter is going to be a ton of side quests, so yeah, the next chapter is probably going to be longer than the last one, unfortunately, for you guys. Who don't like long chapters, but that's the way it has to be. And as you can see, I missed my ball and jumped into the magma. Not good. Luckily, if you do that, the ball will respawn back to the platform that you respawn at, so don't worry about it. And as you saw in the video, I went on the ball to push one of the sides of the little bridge area in. So make sure you do that as well while you're on this left side of the room. That's the reason we went to the left side first. Now we're going to head to the right side of the room, and you'll see a magma in the distance, so go towards him, because we'll need whatever he has for us to proceed with the dungeon. So when you talk to the magma, he says his bomb bag got stolen, and he wants us to retrieve it for him. So let's go ahead and do that. He says that it's in the room to the left, to the right, actually. Also, I wanted to talk about the little frog creatures. They're called spooms, and you can just roll on top of them with a ball, or you can throw bomb flowers on them. So what you want to do here is pick up a head to the left and crawl in the hole, defeat the bokoblin there, and then pick up a bomb flower and roll it under the little area there is to roll. Here I'm showing you a nice little secret area that can get you some more treasure, another amber relic, a couple more Elden ores, although we got so many Elden ores in the last part, I don't know if you necessarily need them, but yeah, if you climb where I am climbing, you can get a bunch of rupees and some Elden ore, which is really nice. And in this other hole, you can also get a fairy. So take advantage of that if you want to. I don't think I need it, and I actually missed the rock wall before somehow. I don't know how I missed it, but apparently I did. And once you destroy the rock wall, you can head into the store for a mini-boss. Yeah, this dungeon is actually pretty short, so you'll be expecting a shorter video. I mean, you can see at the timestamp at the bottom how long it is, but anyways, we have 2 Lizalfos, and again, I'll go over the strategy for defeating these guys. These guys can be difficult, especially to fight in tandem. That's kind of hard, but so slash. The first slash should be in the direction where their shield isn't. The second slash, again, in the direction where their shield isn't, but the first slash you won't hit them. So the first slash they'll dodge, like that, and then you can slash away after they dodge. But if you miss them, you'll want to jump backwards or use your shield or something like that, as I'm demonstrating there, because they will immediately attack you and counter you if you hit their shield. So be careful of that. Luckily, these Lizalfos are a lot like the ones in Ocarina of Time, and won't really attack you at the same time, except at the beginning of the battle. So hopefully I described that and you saw in the video well enough to defeat these guys. I know I've seen other people have problems with them. They're not too difficult of enemies. So there's that. Anyways, after defeating them, you can open the chest for the dungeon item, the bomb bag. But we have to give it back to the magma that's standing outside the door. That's so lame. Alright. We will go ahead and do that anyways. But it adds it on our items for us, and it's empty. So anyways, go back and talk to this magma, or a cutscene will ensue, I suppose. So he'll ask how his friend is, you can say whatever you want, but he will end up giving you this bomb bag for free. And one nice feature that I really like about this game is that bomb bags can be refilled with bomb flowers. So, and that's going to be your main source. So, if you go back to the area where we picked up the bomb flower before, he'll give you 5 bombs, but we want to fill this bag up. It can hold 10 bombs. And because it can hold bomb flowers, it's pretty easy to find ammo for it. You don't have to look in pots and stuff like that. So just press B after you've picked up a bomb flower and you'll store it. And this makes sense. This isn't stupid. Just because the bomb has started going, you can always stop the fuse. So that is not one of the logical fallacies in a Zelda game that I will attack, because you can stop the fuse on a bomb. Now we want to head to the middle platform. Note that there is a bird statue that you can save at if you want to, or if you lost a shield, you can exit the dungeon from the bird statue so that you can go and buy a new one, or whatever, in case you got set on fire. Head to the, well, you can dig in the middle for some hearts, as well as an enemy, and then head to the left staircase, not the top one, the left one, there we go, and throw a bomb on top of the little rock there. Also watch out for the fire keys. The bomb will destroy this rock, and you can hop across nice and dandy, and then take care of this Lizalfos here. Again, I am illustrating the strategy that I'm using. And that's how you defeat them. Then you can head through the door. So this room looks a lot more complicated than it is. Basically just hop on the floating platforms till you get to the end and kill all the enemies. The magma spumes, the little frog guys in the magma, you can now, instead of rolling on them, just toss a bomb at them. It'll kill them in one hit, and that's probably the best way to defeat them. That's how I usually do it. There's also a bokoblin here, so you can go ahead and take him out as well. You don't have to take out the spumes, but when you get to the end, there are a few bokoblins that you want to take out. The spumes can just get annoying, but they're just there. They won't really affect you much once you're on the top platform. So, take out the bokoblin leader first. I don't think he can call more bokoblins, but I don't know, I just like to take them out just in case. And you can open up the treasure chest for the dungeon map. So yes, you could have skipped this room, but there's the lizard tail and everything, and you do want to get the lizard tails because you want at least 7 of them by the end of the game. And I don't know, the dungeon map is slightly helpful. It makes sure you don't miss any treasure chests, so since there's no compass in this game. So you can take care of the remaining bokoblins, and lucky me, they dropped an ornamental skull. My last playthrough of the game, they never dropped those, and it was really annoying. Anyways, once you're done here, you can just head out of the room. Now, we still need to, before we can go north, we still need to push the other peg in on the right side, but we can't get over to there just by rolling on our ball. So how are we going to get there? Well, now that we have the bombs, we can blow up a wall. So another reason why you might want the map is to know where to blow up the wall. Like, there's a little crack in the wall there, but it might not be obviously, well, it might not be obvious that you can blow it up. As you can see right there, you have to throw 2 bombs onto it. And then you can roll with your ball through this little area. So again, checking your map every once in a while can help you out with some of the puzzles in the game, because we know there was a false wall there. So then you can stop at this first platform here, and you can take out the spume with a bomb, or you can roll on top of him. If you're a conservative player, I mean, there are bomb flowers in this little area, so you don't have to worry much about running out of bombs, even if you can only hold 10 of them, just because of the amount of the bomb flowers here. And I decided to not refill my bag. But anyways, there's another wall with a crack here, and you can check your map for that one too. So go ahead and blow it up and then head through, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to get the ball through. There's also this dragon head here, and if you want a quick 100 rupees, go ahead and pull your beetle out and grab at the little dragon head. That will get you a silver rupee, which is worth 100. So you can kill the bokoblin on the platform behind you, but I just let him live. Live and let live, you know. If he's not getting in your way, you might as well. He probably has a hard life anyways, working for Girahim. Then over here you want the drawbridge to go up, so go ahead and pull out your beetle again. You'll notice that there is another rope holding the gear on the other side, so we actually have to fly our beetle through the little tunnel on that side, which is kind of a cool... I mean, it took me a little bit to figure that out the first time I played the game. I really like the beetle, I'm going to be honest. The beetle is one of the coolest items added to the 3D Zelda franchise, and I think it helps with surveying, and I don't know, my first time playing the game, I fell in love with the beetle. I used it all the time to check what I was up against and where I should go. It helps with puzzle solving. Almost in every situation you can inspect your surroundings. I really like it, but let me know how you guys feel about it. You can head up on that platform if you want to save or head out of the dungeon for any reason, but wait for the dragon head to stop spewing magma, and then head across. And then we come to the thin part, so be careful here. Don't let your inertia make you fall into the pit. Also watch out for the fire keys that are waiting for you on the other side. And here you saw I got lit on fire. If you do a spin attack, the fire will go away, so that's one thing to keep in mind. You can also roll on the ground, you know, stop, drop, and roll, but spin attacks work just fine. Make a little pit stop here on this little platform, defeat the Lizalfos, who for some reason I was having a bit of trouble with, but I got him all the same. And then that spume got really annoying, especially because he lit me on fire and I didn't use a spin attack to put it out. So you can see fire can do quite a bit, and this guy kind of kicked my butt a little bit, but mainly because of that spume. But take him out, grab his lizard tail. That's the most important part about those guys. And luckily you can refill on hearts if you take a beating like I did. Then there's a small treasure chest there, open it up for another 20 rupees. So yeah, even in the dungeon we're really collecting the rupees now. So now you see we're on the right side of that northern pathway. Push in the pin there, and I said push in the pin there, and the north pathway will be available to us. So there's not much of this dungeon left. There's another room and a boss fight, basically. So, although we still need the golden carving, which we're going after next. So in this room you can jump straight up. If you want to look to your left and right, there are some places to dig. Go ahead and do that to get more rupees. And possibly hearts if you're running low on those. Then you can hop off on this sloped area. You'll see there's a bunch of rocks that are going to fall down. You have to run here, otherwise you'll just slide off. And watch out for the rocks. Make it to the little gap on the left and run there, because the second rock formation won't have a little hole for you to run through. Next, climb through the hole on your right and restock on bomb flowers. You're probably going to need a bunch of them because this throw that's coming up is kind of difficult to get. Then dig in the farther soil patch for a geyser. Hop up on the geyser and head up the stairs. So see here, there's another sloped pathway, but in order to get by it, because rocks will fall, we need a little opening, and there's rocks in that opening on the left there on the screen. So throw a bomb and time it so that it goes off when it's near the rock formation. This is trickier. I know it'll probably take you guys, I made that look easier, a lot easier than it is. If you can copy my exact angle, go ahead. That's what you should do, but I remember the first time I played this game that wasted all 10 of my bombs just trying to get that right. So anyways, then you can crawl back through the hole, head up onto the slope section, run up, and head to the little area that you just bombed out. Wait for your stamina to refill, and run all the way up. So we see here there's a big dragon head spewing magma, and there's a door behind it. Huh. Well, there's two problems here. First, we can't even get to the door, but second, if we could, we wouldn't have the golden carving. If you turn to your left right away, you'll see an amber relic, and then you can head up to the stairs on the right. So there's a long pathway here, you'll see, with a bunch of stamina fruit. You'll know why in a second, but head up and open the treasure chest at the top for the golden carving. So that's one nice thing. There's also an amber relic on your right, which I guess I failed to notice while I was playing, but I'm noticing it now, so go ahead and pick that up. Amber relics are really abundant, so it's okay. I think I was more nervous for this part because I always screw it up. What'll happen is, after you open the chest, this dragon head will open and a ball will come down, forcing you to run. If you get hit, it's game over. Yeah, it's a one-hit KO. So stay to your I guess the screen's right and fall off. Don't overshoot it, which I usually do. But yeah, there was an amber relic up there by the treasure chest that I noticed that I didn't notice while I was playing. So you can grab that. Although we have tons of amber relics, if you missed it, it's not a big deal. that will stop the first dragon head's magma spewing. Then you can use the golden carving to open this door for the boss. Yeah, pretty short dungeon. But there are some cool mechanics and some cool things in it, so I am not disappointed. And the boss fight's pretty fun too. Not extremely hard, but there's a small amount of challenge and a little bit of strategy that goes into it, as you will see in just a second. So head into the boss room and it will close. Then you can head up the steps, and as you're heading up the steps, a cutscene will ensue where you will see a rock, a big boulder rolling down the edge. I wonder why that's there. Must be nothing. Pay no attention to it. At this base, you'll want to fill up your bomb bag, definitely. And Fi will tell you that she senses Zelda's aura, and that Zelda was probably in chains, but she must have been able to escape somehow. Hop onto this main platform, and as you're running up about midway, you will hear a laugh, and it is Girahim. Oh no, we have to fight Girahim again? Well, not exactly, but remember that boulder that was rolling? Yeah, we have to fight the boulder. You may ask how we fight that boulder? Well, you'll see in just a second. Anyways, Girahim will go on about how he was very upset when Zelda escaped due to the, I guess, incompetency of his minions. You know, he really should just do this stuff himself instead of leave it up to Bokoblins and Keese. I mean, Lizalfos. They're not that bad to deal with. I think even Zelda could give them a run for their money if you were to give her a sword or something. But anyways, after Girahim's long spiel, he talks a little bit too much, I think. But then again, what do I know? I am not the main antagonist of the game. Here comes the boulder, and luckily Link has great dodging skills. He can move a little bit to the left. But this turns into the Monster Skuldera, which is a really cool concept for a boss, and there's going to be a lot of similarities you'll see to Dodongo, being a fire dungeon, and getting the bombs here. So anyways, if you're out of bombs, this is the best strategy. So you can throw a bomb at him and he'll start rolling down, but you'll notice that there's bomb flowers at the top. And if you let him run and touch the bomb flowers, he'll just start rolling down. So once he starts rolling down, run down with him, and then he will start to inhale air to try to shoot at you. That's when you want to throw a bomb, and it will reveal some of his eye, so go ahead and stab it, or slash it, whatever you can. The more you do this, the more rock will be blown up, and the more revealing it'll be. So again, he won't get past the first layer of bombs, so as long as you run past those, you'll be fine. Go ahead and keep slashing at the eye. And if you run too far away from him, he will actually start to spew the fire at you, which I didn't know. Eventually the eye will start moving around, and it might move to places where you haven't revealed yet, meaning you'll have to bomb him some more. But that's not a problem. And about halfway through the battle, I don't think it happened to me, I can't remember quite right, but he might start getting up on his legs and running over you. If that's the case, let him just run over you, and then he'll roll down, and just dodge him as he rolls down. But I don't think he did it in my fight, which is weird because I've never had a fight where he didn't do that. I think it has to do with the amount of damage, and I just didn't deal enough damage before I killed him, and then one streak I killed him pretty easily. But yeah, rinse and repeat as you see in the video. And Skyward shouldn't be too bad. He can give you a problem, and you won't necessarily, because his health is linked to the damage. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is what you want to do, is let him just walk over you, and then dodge him. Okay, he did do it. Good. Because it was kind of hard to explain. See, this is why I need to make more videos more often, because I forget what happens in game. But anyways, that was actually the first time I've ever revealed his entire magma body too, which is cool. But anyways, after that, I've said anyways a lot. Sorry about that. After the battle, Skyward will be defeated, and you can pick up the heart container, which, if you've been following the walkthrough, will increase our maximum capacity to, I believe, 9 hearts. Or is it 10? No, it's 9. So then you want to run all the way up. You don't have to run, you can walk. But running's faster. And you can head through the door at the top. So in here there will be a cutscene, which I will skip, or I won't narrate over. Alright, so after that cutscene we realized that this woman in black, I don't know if they said her name or not, so I'm just gonna not say it, but this woman in black said that she didn't want us helping Zelda because we were too slow. So I guess that means we need the Pegasus boots. No, not really, not really. But just head up and send a Skyward Strike. There's another cutscene here, but I'm going to talk over it. But basically Chapter 5 is over, so you can stop watching now. In the end, we're going to get another tablet that we want to bring to Skyloft. About future videos, like I said, next week I will be going back. I don't have Chapter 6 recorded yet, and it's going to be a long one, so I will try to do it probably the day I get back or something like that. I'll see what's going on. And about this new project, I don't know if it's going to happen. I need a few things for it to happen, and so we'll see about that as well. But just stay tuned, and thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it's been a while. Like I said, I've been on vacation and been on break. That's all. That's really my only excuse. So I will see you guys the next time that I see you guys, though. So have a great day.